welcome back to my channel. There is some drilling going on outside, so if you hear that, I am sorry. I'll try to edit it out and pause whenever it gets really bad, but I've been waiting for a half an hour for it to get better, and I just don't have the time in my schedule today to wait around for it to completely stop, so we're gonna try to power through this. Today, we are talking about blog income breakdowns. I get a lot of questions about, first of all, how I make money as a blogger, and secondly, what that looks like month to month. So I thought making this video would be a helpful way of walking you through the different streams of income that you can have when you're in the blogging industry. Influencer marketing is growing like crazy. The budgets allotted for 2020 influencer marketing are so high, higher than 2019 and every year prior. And I think this is going to continue on. Are things going to change? Probably, and I have so many thoughts on that I will share in the future. But for right now, we're talking about what my month to month looks like using my month of September 2019 as an example. One question that I hate getting asked is how much I make, because first of all, that varies month to month. There are some months where I'm making a lot of money, and there are some months that, even though I'm doing a lot of work, the checks are net 30 or net 45 or net 60, meaning that I don't see that money until 30, 45, or 60 days after the campaign ends, which really sucks. And sometimes checks are late, and then I play debt collector and have to run around and get my money back. It's a whole thing. If you freelance, you understand. Secondly, I don't think you ask other random strangers how much they make. And I understand that blogging is new and the idea of making a career off of this is somewhat new and kind of weird to some people, but it's just something that I don't like talking about with anyone, let alone me getting asked out by random strangers. We're going to use percentages of my income because I feel like that's just more protective for me. Despite having a blog and everything, love my readers, but I am a pretty private person, and I think finances is something that's definitely private. Before we begin, I have all my little tallies and everything here. I want to talk to you guys about the ways that bloggers can make money, because that's not always understood from when you see a post on Instagram or a blog post. Let's talk a little bit more about that. There are a couple of different income streams that bloggers can have. The first of which is direct collaborations, meaning that a brand or an agency reaches out to me. We agree upon a rate for a set amount of deliverables, whether that is an Instagram post, a blog post, a YouTube video. They basically pay me the rate once I've done the job, and it's pretty cut and dry. I try to make sure that sponsored content only makes up a percentage of my posts. The way I look at it is, obviously certain times of the year are going to have more sponsored content. Holiday coming up is a lot of sponsored content, and I think most readers understand that and they're okay with that, but I hate scrolling through someone's Instagram feed and every other photo is sponsored. I think that's not really building trust with your readers. I feel like I personally only take on collaborations with brands that I already use and love or I've been wanting to try, and I definitely make sure I use the product and actually have a positive experience before recommending it to someone else, because the trust that you build with your readers is more important than any dollar sign. Generally speaking, for every 5 posts that you create, whether it's on your blog, your Instagram, YouTube, whatever, 4 of those should be unsponsored and 1 should be sponsored. Again, there's times of the year where the timelines just hit weird and you have 2 sponsored posts going up back to back, or it's holiday and you have a lot, but they're all with really good brands that you trust and believe in, and that's cool. I just think that we need to not have every other post be sponsored. Sure, an easy way to make money, as you're going to see, that makes up a large percentage of my income, even though it's not a large percentage of my posts, but you need to be smart about how you do it and how many you do. The next thing is affiliate marketing. If you've heard of Like to Know It or Swipe Up to Shop, you probably have seen affiliate marketing at work. Basically what that means is you join an affiliate network and you make a percentage of commission off a sale, just as if you were going to go to the store and someone helped you pick out a dress and a matching pair of shoes, that person would make commission on your sale. If you are going to buy something through my link because I led you to make that sale, I'll make a percentage commission. Now, those commissions are really, really tiny. I'm not getting rich off one person buying a $15 pair of jeans from Target. I'm really not. They do add up, especially whenever people make larger purchases or there's bigger shopping events like the Nordstrom sale. That is why a lot of bloggers cover the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I'm pretty transparent about my affiliate links. It means a lot to me that when you guys ask me for links, you know you're gonna make a purchase at Nordstrom, or you're gonna buy something big electronic wise from Amazon and you ask for my link. It means a lot to me because it is at no extra effort or cost to you, but it does give me a little kickback, which I appreciate and obviously funds my business. I definitely think that affiliate marketing is a great way of showing return on investment to brands, which you can then work into your sponsored collaborations. So affiliate marketing does tie hand in hand with sponsored collaborations, but they're kind of different because if I go out and buy this sweater on my own, I'm not being paid to tell you it's great. I just personally love the sweater, so I'm gonna tell you it's great and I'll also give you a link and maybe you'll buy it yourself and I'll make, what, like 30 cents off it. So another way of making income is obviously having ad space on your website. You can make money off of hosting ads for brands on your site. They pay for the space just like an advertiser would pay for space on a billboard or on TV. And that's just a pretty standard formula of however many views you get on the ad, you get paid out by the advertiser. I think the amount of people clicking also helps drive the rate up. So depending upon your page views and how actively clicking your readers are, that could be a good source of income. A lot of bloggers have started selling products of their own. My friend Austin sells this Right on Pitch ebook, which helps people with pitching, and that is a portion of her income. I do some social media consulting for small businesses, and that is a small portion of my income. Some months I absolutely don't have time to work on it, and some months I have to take on more of that freelance consulting or copywriting or whatever you want to call it work to fill that up. Okay, so now that we've walked through all that, we're gonna look at my September numbers. So we're gonna start with affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing was 22% of my September income. So roughly 1/5 of my income came from me posting daily deals, which I do on my Instagram stories every day, posting links to outfits, decor pieces in my apartment, or just other things, maybe try on videos that I've done on YouTube or Instagram TV. 22% of my income came from people clicking into those links and supporting me. So thank you. 3% of my income came from ads this month. I had some site problems, so my site was down for a week, which is why this is a lower amount than normal, because obviously there are not as many clicks if the site's down. But I mean, it's still money. I still appreciate it. It still helps pay the bills, so albeit a smaller part in September. 62% of my income came from direct sponsorships from brands. Like I said before, that it's a larger percentage of my income. It's actually the largest category in the month of September. First of all, that's not always true. Sometimes affiliate marketing or my freelance work will have a larger percentage of my income than sponsored collaborations, especially during slow months. There are a lot of slow months of the year where there's not as many paid campaigns going on, and so I purposely take on more freelance work because I know that I'm going to need the money. But for September, blog sponsorships were my highest paying category. Even though the majority of my money this month came from blog sponsorships, the majority of my content was unsponsored, which is the way I like it. So 7% of my income came from freelance work in the month of September. I didn't really have a lot of time for freelance work or helping people out with social media because I had Fashion Week and I was also home for a week, and then the site issues also just cut into a lot of time that I had planned to do some other things. So that was a lower percentage than normal as well, but hey, it worked out. And something that is not an income stream, but I have to write down as income and I get taxed on, 8% of my income in September came in the form of gifting. So if you see unboxing stories on Instagram, or if you see people put #gifted, that means that a brand sent them a gift, not expecting it to be posted about, so therefore it's not considered a sponsored collaboration. There's no exchange of money there. It's just someone saying, hey, we want you to try this, hope you like it. But the thing is, at the end of the year, when they go to fill out their expenses, they're gonna write that off as a marketing expense to you. And the IRS is going to check on your tax return if you claimed it as income. So every time I get anything, I have to claim it as income. So 8% of my income in the entire month of September came from things I either received at Fashion Week or was sent in the mail by brands. So every time you see those unboxing stories, they may not be paying taxes on them, but they should be. They should be claiming them as income. I claim everything as income because it is, unfortunately, legally speaking. And obviously that was almost a tenth of the income. So the monetary value of those gifting this month, because of Fashion Week and everything, was higher than normal. And I'm still paying taxes on those, which is fantastic. I'm extremely grateful, obviously, that brands trust me and like my content enough to send me their items and want me to share them with my readers. It is just something to keep in mind that you need to pay taxes on all the gifting, and that's something that I don't think a lot of people see. A lot of unboxings rub people the wrong way because it's almost like, look at all this cool stuff I got for free, which I try to never do unboxings like that. I try to do that to preserve a relationship with the PR company or the brand itself. Give them a little bit of free coverage, also expose my audience to them in case we want to work together in the future, because market research shows that consumers need 3 different exposures to a product or a brand before wanting to buy. And obviously, if I want to work with a partner, I want there to be sales, I want to have good ROI for them, so I want to expose my audience to the brand ahead of time. So I hope this was helpful. This was obviously a very generic, just percentage-wise income breakdown, but if you're interested in hearing more about the business side of blogging and I guess the numbers behind blogging, I could do this monthly, or maybe this was just a good influencer marketing 101. Either way, I hope you stick around and subscribe to see my next video, which is coming next week. I post a lot of try-on hauls and styling videos, as well as a lot of stuff about blogging and some vlogs when I travel. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.